بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. The Christian church converted into masjid is permissible or prohibited in Islamic Sharia. This is one of the relevant discourse on global academic and non-academic sports. Unfortunately, painful issue is that most of the prominent Islamic scholars have issued new fatwas in order to recommendations of Western liberalists and activists. Today, most of the liberalists are celebrating in these fatwas that the rights Muslims were convinced and confused on the reality of the converts of the churches. In fact, Islamic Sharia, what it lays on his reality and what are the truthful opinion of Islam. So we have to take a deep study on this subject. First of all, I like to share the truth on that is, whenever a empire or a kingdom defeats another country, their whole property should be annexed to a powerful country until they recapture their sovereignty. In fact, Islamic Sharia divided into two types of victory. First of all, they defeat them by the non-Muslim country with a special treaty-based one. Whether they were compelled to pay special revenue for each property, like its second caliphate of Islamic Republic, Umar was defeated by the Maqdis. The basic of sulh, reconciliation, the authority of churches were allowed to modify and whitewash with only in early constructed churches only. And second type of the defeat, it is not allowed to reconstruction of a new church, and early given permission were banned. Because of it was defeated with brutal common war in order to rule property is belonged to those who defeated one day. Although non-Muslims allowed it with only special permission of caliphate, whether whole property was converted and earned legal duty. In this second part, there is no any prohibition in Islamic Sharia when it is belonged to Muslims in order to their holy war. So Muslims are permitted to convert churches into masjid or into public centers. Now we can analyze some points of view of the some Islamic countries issued fatwa. The special argument is that the highlighter is the defeat of Baitul Maqdis. Actually, it was in the case of the reconciliation method. Their condition is that lands belong to Muslims and the churches belong to earlier authority. Then after all, the Christians recapture it and then Saladin defeat it once more in Crusade War. Meanwhile, in the case of Hagia Sophia, Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih was defeated with his historical demolition of Constantinople in 1453, and he bought the Hagia Sophia from the royal family. In Islamic Sharia allowed the transaction with non-Muslims with special conditions. Finally, Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih converted the Hagia Sophia into masjid. After all, in colonial period, Ataturk changed the masjid into a public museum. Certainly, it was a public crime in Islamic Sharia because of it was the waqf property in Islamic Republic. As the conclusion of the topic, aware as the Prophet ﷺ was converted to the Kaaba in the time of the victory of Mecca, whether it was filled with hundreds of idols of non-Muslims. Also asking those muftis, it is the crime in Islam